Well, here we are. Welcome to another episode. Bad news first. The Strzelecki's closed.
The Strzelecki track is now open to four-wheel drive, only under 3 tonnes.
Today we're just going to keep heading west to Innamincka, and then we'll probably start a bit of the Strez.
We have just pulled over. We are going to go see the dig tree.
Hey guys, there's a lot happening in this episode, so make sure you stick around till the end. We'll show you the Strzelecki track, Arkaroola, and then heaps of water throughout the Flinders.
I'm Matt, and this is Holly. We've been exploring and travelling around Australia in our old Toyotas for the past 3 years, going to some incredible locations. Subscribe to join our adventures. Morning everyone. So we have just woken up here, got the car packed, had brekkie and everything at the Nakundra waterhole, just near the Nakundra pub. Unreal little waterhole here. If you're coming by the area, well worth the 20 k's in to come and camp here. It's a free camp, and then down at the hotel they have a public toilet block there with like unbelievably good showers, like hot, yes, as long as you want there. Really nice showers, so well worth the stay if you're travelling through. Today we're just going to keep heading west to Innamincka, and then we'll probably start a bit of the Strez because we don't actually have that far to go to Innamincka. So yeah, fun day, and like get on some dirt.
We have just pulled over. We are going to go see the dig tree. So this is the dirt track, 14 k's in, 14 k's out, and there's a few corrugations, so we'll just drop the tyres and yeah.
Might as well go and see it.
Yeah,
We're pretty
so
close.
So that's the dig tree. It's a pretty cool story, and it actually is worth coming out here and checking it out. So next stop now, we'll jump back on the Innamincka road, go over the Cooper Creek, cross the border, and then go to Innamincka.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
it's a wild story, this Burke and Wills thing. Like, check it out if you don't know it. But a really good book that talks about it is I've talked about it a few times on the channel. Is Bill Bryson's Down Under. We listened to it on an audiobook. If you want something to listen to that's super entertaining while you're travelling around Australia, Bill Bryson, Down Under, it is so entertaining. It just pretty much just goes into all random history and facts about Australia as he travels around himself. And he's an American, so it's an interesting perspective. But
yeah,
he has a chat about Burke and Wills, and it was just a crazy expedition, and it was doomed from the get-go. But yeah, wild story.
Yeah, definitely worth coming out to see it and look at the tree with the face carved into it. That was cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get going.
Checking the oil before we do the Strez because not going to make that mistake twice after the Madigan line.
And so we're just here at Innamincka. We just had some lunch. Matt's just transferring some diesel. So we got diesel yesterday in Cunnamulla for $1.57 a litre. Here at Innamincka they do have fuel, but it's $1.90. So just transferring it over, filling up our jerry. So we'll have at least a full tank plus 20 litres, which will be heaps to do the Strez. We're actually going to not do the whole Strzelecki track, instead peel off to the left and go down towards Arkaroola and go into Arkaroola that way, rather than going into Lyndhurst, down the highway a few k's and then back along that road. So yeah,
Like a scenic route.
yeah. So we just had a drink at the Innamincka Hotel, grabbed a coffee because we're going to start a bit of the Strez today. It's only 1:30, so we've got a few hours to get some K's in, and then yeah, we'll see how it goes.
That's it. That's what we're doing.
Of the track, but yeah, it's fantastic.
It's like this. Yeah, that first section after the tar was pretty rough. But this is just so good.
Yeah, so hopefully it stays similar to this.
Alright, g'day everyone. So here we are just at camp, just off the Strzelecki track. We just stopped in between some sort of sand dunes just after a creek. Pretty nice little spot, a few trees around, birds. It's nice little desert spot, so I think we'll get some nice colours for sunset. And we'll get the drone up, check it out, and yeah, just have a pretty chill camp. What else? Yeah, today's drive was pretty good. The petted suspension's going really well. Love it. I mean, it's still shaky and rattly, but just the way Elsie's sitting now just feels so much better. Even on this little track here when we were looking for a camp, it just rides so much better off-road now. So I'm really excited to, keep testing it out. So far, performing fantastically. Shocks feel great. The suspension, everything, it's great. So, yeah, that's about it. Anything to add, Hol?
Nah. Gonna have leftovers for dinner. And, yeah.
Finish off watching a movie?
Yep.
Do a bit more work and keep going. Morning everyone. We had a fantastic sleep. You can't beat the desert camps for a good night's sleep. It was nice and cold, and obviously it was just dead quiet. It was really nice. So just had a bit of brekkie, just making our morning coffees at the moment. We're actually doing something a little bit different with our coffees. We were sent these from a company called The Gums, little coffee company in Victoria. They make these really cool little drip sachets, like drip coffee sachets. I'll show you how they work, but pretty much tear it open and you've got your little sachet in there. Peel it open, and then you got these little tabs. Pull them out, and you just plonk him on, and then you pour your boiling water through it. So I've already got a bit in there because I like my coffee really strong, and I've got a huge cup. So it's actually really similar, I've found, to a plunger, like a French press. We used to have those, but it was just a bit of a pain carrying it around all the time. So obviously nice and small. You can get them individually packed, you can get them in loose packs. They also just do loose beans and all that kind of thing. And it's really, really nice, really tasty. So I don't know, if you've got a coffee lover in your life or something like that and you want to get them a gift, I reckon this would be pretty cool. Obviously good for travellers, just the size and sort of convenience of them. Good for hikers, good for campers, good for people like us. So yeah, and it gets me going in the morning, which is exactly what I need. I love my coffee. Plan for today is pack the car up and hit the Strez, and we'll probably get to Arkaroola today. Strez, yeah, it's just we did about half of it yesterday, so it's not a very long track. Not as much of it is sealed as I thought. It's only like the first 50 k's, and then the rest is dirt. So yeah, we'll jump on and get going. Right, hello everyone. We have rolled into Arkaroola here. We're just at the caravan park. First off, just want to say, if our audio is all of a sudden sounding like trash, that is because our audio jack went on our second camera body. So now both our cameras' audio jacks are cooked, which is so frustrating. It's such a pain to send them off and get them repaired. Like, it takes weeks. So you're just going to have to battle with bad audio for a while. Sorry about that. We are in Arkaroola. The scenery around here is absolutely stunning. It's the Flinders, northern part of the Flinders Ranges. There's heaps to do around here if you can. You can do a 4-drive ridgetop tour. You can do scenic flights, stargazing. There's heaps of stuff to do. We're probably not going to do too much while we're here, as we're just going to be driving through, going to Parachilma and seeing everyone there. But yeah, nice spot. Showers, toilets, $25 a night. And Strez, how was the Strez? The Strez was, it was pretty easy. It wasn't a particularly challenging track. A lot of it was pretty easy to drive, and we actually turned off halfway, about a bit over halfway, and just went down Mount Hopeless Road, which was a fantastic road, and it came into Arkaroola. So yeah, if you're keen to do the Strez, it's not that hard. Just make sure your tyres are good, and that's about all I could say. And yeah, we're gonna cook some dinner and probably get into bed because I'm tired.
Every afternoon at 5 p.m, the owners of Arkaroola feed their yellow-footed rock wallabies. This started a few years ago after the wallabies started to make their way into the buildings of the wilderness sanctuary looking for food. The yellow-footed rock wallabies are an endangered species and are very shy, making them extremely hard to spot in the wild. Seeing them this close was an amazing experience. In next week's video.
Alright, we're just here in the Coorong in South Australia. We are actually just about to come into camp and catch up with a couple of legends, Bo and Kimmy from Outback Cleanups. We are also catching up with the one and only Ronnie Dahl. So what are we going to do now? We're going to go down to the beach and we're going to do an Outback cleanup. We're driving west to Perth for the Perth Full Drive and Adventure Show. Alright, so having a few issues with Elsie.
If you're still here, thanks so much for watching. If you want to grab any of our new merchandise, make sure you head to our website to shop. This would also be a pretty good Christmas gift idea. Well, that's it from us, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.